All right, so this was a very crazy, entertaining divisional round weekend as we are now officially down to four teams as the NFC and AFC championship picture is official. So let's get down to the full course meal and let's begin this recap as a lot of things happened and transpired this weekend. Teams got eliminated, people were crying, and more importantly, I have a big smile on my face. So let's get down to the action, shall we? We're back to everyone that doubted us and everyone that said, wait until Houston, wait until Houston, wait until Houston. Well, Houston came and Houston went. All CJ had to do was not turn the ball over, CJ. Now, to each their own. Did we have ourselves an ugly game? Yes. It was not pretty in any way, shape, or form. But you know what matters at the end of the day? We got the job done, and we are going to the AFC Championship game for the first time in so long, you know? It's been so long. Like last time we was in the AFC Championship game, I was a freshman in high school. Like it's been so long. It's getting emotional. I need a moment. But anywho, defense played phenomenal. We had our moments where we did give up big plays and we did allow them to. We had a mishaps, to say the least. We had a mishaps on defense. Our main concern is our offense. Drake May was fumbling the ball, and we did have a little turnover issue, but it wasn't as bad as Houston's. That's it. That's all that matters. As long as our turnover differential wasn't as bad as Houston's now, don't get it twisted. Will Anderson and this defense was so annoying all game because literally they just isolated Will Anderson on whatever side they were going to blitz him off of and had him go straight after Drake May. But what happened was defense, that pick six by Marcus Jones in that first quarter, that first half, if that did not happen, we would have been in a way tougher situation than we was before, bro. But this defense, man, this is what championship defenses do. Even though our offense may be struggling, our defense managed to get the job done and manages to secure and make sure we take care of business at the end of the day. That's all that matters. Now, when we get to the Buffalo game, I have something for the Buffalo fans. Don't get it twisted. Y'all think y'all safe? Y'all not. Y'all not safe. But to anyone who's talking about, our schedule and Drake May's overrated and all that, so our schedule got us beating the number one defense in the league, arguably the number one defense, and not to mention the way how this defense performed and how they held out and how they held their own. The reason they only scored, 3 points in the second half? 6 points. 2 field goals. That's it. We only held them to 2 field goals in the second half. And our offense still managed to, burn the clock out. And, of course, that beautiful pass from my beautiful Drake May to Keyshawn Butte for the touchdown, in which that was the game-sealing touchdown. There is a difference between us and them. There is a difference. And heading into Denver, spoiler alert if you guys didn't know, but heading into Denver, we understand when we get into that game, we are going up against a tough defense. We are going to be in Mile High. I understand that. I get that. We cannot afford to make those same mistakes that we did against Houston, against Denver, because Denver is going to take advantage of that entirely. But, again, no Bo Nix, but I have a PTSD of backup quarterbacks, especially in Denver. Who can forget the Brock Osweiler game on Sunday Night Football? Who can forget that? I remember staying up and watching that game. And then not to mention Nick Foles. So we still have to take care of business because backup quarterbacks and us does not go well together. But if our defense plays how we played today against Denver, we're going to the Super Bowl. We are going to the Super Bowl. Guarantee. If we play how we played today, defensively, against Denver, we're going to the Super Bowl. Now, offensively, we're going to be in a shootout. Not even in a shootout, we're going to be in a defensive stalemate. Be surprised if it's going to be a defensive stalemate heading into the third quarter. Don't be surprised if it's like a 10-7 or like a 13-10 game heading into the final quarter. But don't get it twisted though. We still got revenge on our moms from 10 years ago. I did not forget, bro. I did not forget what happened 10 years ago in Mile High. I did not forget the 2013 AFC Championship game. Third time will be the charm. We will take care of business, and we will go on to the Super Bowl. We will do it. But ain't it funny how Josh Allen and Drake May have the same amount of AFC Championship game appearances? Oh, speaking about the crybaby. So, let me get this straight, Bills and Josh Allen fans. No Frog, no Lamar, no Burrow. And y'all didn't even pass the divisional round. Oh, and it's funny how the Josh Allen fanboys are immediately coming to his defense when if Lamar Jackson had this performance, not even that fumble that Josh Allen had in the first half, oh, that would have been it. Lamar Jackson would have been crucified on the internet. They would have been like, Lamar is trash. This is why he's overrated. Y'all would have been talking shit. Now, y'all want sympathy? Y'all want sympathy? No. Because when you fully watch this game, Buffalo, y'all don't got no one else to blame but yourselves. Look in the mirror. This was y'all do. Y'all lost that game. Your boy had 4 turnovers, bro. Your boy had 4 turnovers, and somehow, some way, y'all only lost by 3 points. Denver's defense teed up, and when we get to that portion of the game with the overtime, we're just talking about what happened in regulation. My God, this was a back and forth affair. With the half on the line, why again? What was Josh Allen thinking just by holding the first off? Can we talk about how when Josh Allen runs the ball, he carelessly he holds the ball? Are we going to talk about that? Because he carelessly holds onto the football and expects him not to lose the ball. So let's just get that in order, right? And then y'all defense fold. Y'all defense in overtime, when we get there, the defense held their own. And shout out to Denver. Denver didn't play the perfect game either. I saw a little bit of vulnerability in this game from Denver. But this, literally, the way how Denver played in this game is how they've been playing all season. Their defense gets stops. Their defense keeps them in the game. And then somehow, some way, Bo Nix, even though Bo Nix and the offense may be slow and they may not be gaining any momentum, their defense will keep them in it. That's why I'm saying, even though they have Jarrett Stidham and a backup QB, again, PTSD is kicking in a little bit from the last time, but literally, this defense will keep them in this game. This defense is hard hitting, and they're more scarier than Houston's. I'm not gonna hold you. If you're comparing Houston's to Denver's, both defenses did do well this weekend, but Denver's look like they're more physical and look like they hit more. It was more of the quickness of Houston that got us and their scheming, but for Denver, they hit. So we have to make sure that we take care of business against Denver. But overall, when it came down to it, let's talk about the final moments, though. Let's get down to it, because we already know where this is going to go. First off, it was a back-and-forth matchup. Absolutely cinema, to say the least. The final, not even. First off, I know Bills fans got immediate PTSD when the game came down to a field goal. I know Bills fans instantly started getting a panic attack the moment it came down to a field goal. They made it, right? Kick is good. We go into overtime. Now, this is where the Josh Allen fraud watch comes into play. Your defense got you the stop. You got the ball back at your own, First off, you have to drive all the way down the field. You're back in your own end zone. But then, what happens is, y'all kept on converting on third down. And this is where the controversy comes into favor. In the NFL, Shannon Sharp said it best. The receiver has to survive the ground and have full 110% possession of the ball when coming down. Brandon Cooks did not have 110% possession of the football. Josh Allen threw that 50-50 ball, and Brandon Cooks got ripped, and it ended up in the opposition's hands. In that situation, dude, all you have to do is play for the win. It's third down. If anything, y'all can do the same thing I've been doing all drive, let alone all game. Quick out route, play actions, plain and simple. These motherfuckers, Josh Allen, your quarterback, decided to throw that fuck it. And it was a 50-50 ball, and they were fighting for possession over the football, and Brandon Cooks got ripped. Now on to the other thing that happened. The PI call. Y'all had 2 penalties on that play. So regardless, that was going to come back. Regardless, it was not going to count because Joey Bosa did unnecessary roughness. So even if the PI call was not going to get called, y'all was still going to give up the first down. And I said this in my TikTok video, and I said this in the short. You cannot hold in front of the referee, period. The same thing happened to us, bro. The same thing happened to us against Houston. You cannot do that in front of the referee's faces. They're gonna call that, bro. And then the Tre'Davious White one was, hey, yo, I'm gonna try to hug the defender as he's trying to go up and get the ball. You can't hug a defender as he's trying to go up for the ball. Tre'Davious White though, as he fell the sideline, though, honestly had me laughing my ass off. But dude, you can't do that, bro. And y'all sitting here acting like referees that. Y'all committed the penalties, and your boy had 5 total. Y'all had 5 turnovers. Your boy had 4. Stop making these excuses for him. Stop making these excuses. Y'all lost that game. Your boy choked in that game. Again, if this was Lamar Jackson, y'all would be on his ass. So keep the same energy for him, bro. Keep that same energy for Josh Allen this offseason, bro. I don't want to hear shit. Lamar Jackson is better than Josh Allen. The Frog is better than Josh Allen. Joe Burrow is better than Josh Allen. Even the superior Drake May is better than Josh Allen, bro. Jalen Hurts is better than Josh Allen because all Josh Allen look is a worse version of Peyton Manning. Not even. He look like Phillip Rivers now. What's next? He about to have like 1,000 kids? Come on, bro. Stop making these excuses for Josh Allen and the Bills. Y'all choked. Y'all lost. Plain and simple. Denver, we get our rematch from 10 years ago, and it's been a long time coming, even though despite Bo Nix somehow, someway getting injured in that final drive. But again, backup QBs in Denver. I got a little anxious, but I'll see y'all in Denver.
I need an adult.
I am an adult.
You remember that Cincinnati versus UConn game I uploaded a couple days ago when Porter ran the opening kickoff back and it was basically game over? Well, that came to fruition, cause my God, this game was over literally on the opening kickoff. Yeah, the moment Rashid ran that back, bro. I'm sorry if I mispronounced his name. It was GG's. It was GG's. The Niners were not going to have a fighting chance. I mean, you thought they were going to. I mean, again, given being how this team just beat the reigning undisputed Super Bowl champions, no longer are they the champions. We're guaranteed a new champion, but my God, this was a belt to ass session. It honestly looked like the Seahawks just treated the Niners like roadkill. They did not care about their existence. They did not care that they were not 100%. They could give 2 shits. Kenneth Walker had 3 touchdowns and a 41-6 ass whooping. It was an ass whooping over here, this running up the score. And honestly, Niners, for effort. I mean, y'all wasn't 100%, but my God, this was not what I expected. This was literally, out of all the games in the playoffs, all the games in the playoffs have been close. This was literally the only game that it was just straight domination and straight BTA from start to finish. Seattle looking like the old selves, man. It looked like they're already back in the old form. And Sam Darnold officially has more wins than the New York Jets in the playoffs. This side of the decade. Not even in the last over 10 years. I'm sorry, I had to put that out. But the, Seattle's defense, oh man, they did not. It looked like they could have, like I said, they looked like they could have gave two shits if they weren't 100%. They didn't care. They didn't give a single flying fuck. And Cooper Kupp taking on his former team in the NFC Championship game to determine who'll go on to the Super Bowl is gonna be something, man. But I really don't know what else to say about this game. This was just about to ass. This was like what I showed Vegeta and Gohan, but also Jody and Melvin from Baby Boy. Yeah, y'all already know what scene I'm talking about. Yeah, that's right. Call your mama. That's right. Yeah, Niners fans, E for effort, honestly. Robert Sala's probably getting ready to go to Baltimore. He's probably already on his way there as we speak. But this was literally the biggest ass whooping of the entire playoffs. So, Seattle is hosting another NFC Championship game. Last time so Packers fans would like to forget. And a game I'll never ever forget was me watching that game. But their opponents, however, it's gonna be something, man. Now, on to the main event of the evening. This was a rather thrilling, confusing, and it summed up the entire Chicago Bears season. Caleb Williams and the Bears was unable to break the curse of the little girl that cursed 3 out of the 4 teams, except for us. Damn, Chicago. But honestly, this is a back and forth game again. Literally, I done took a whole nap, woke up, and the score was still 10-10 heading into the fourth quarter. But the Rams, Matthew Stafford trying to prove he's MVP over Drake May, and this was literally the game to prove it. And especially the way how the Rams played defensively and offensively, slow. It was a back and forth matchup, like I said, heading into the fourth quarter. Again, the score was 10-10 for a good minute. But the honest troubles with them was the consistency of them not getting it on fourth down. They did get it on fourth down for their first touchdown, but this was literally the only time in the game, correct me if I'm wrong, they actually got it on fourth down. After that, the Rams locked them down on fourth down each and every single time. But hey, at least they managed to tie up the game heading into halftime and all of that. But also, in this game, like I said, the Rams, Stafford, man, the old man still got it. And this is, in all my years of watching Matthew Stafford, this has to be his best season. I know he had receivers like Megatron and Cooper Kupp, and they always talked about them. But they never talked about Matthew Stafford, the person throwing them the football. They never talked about Stafford. And Stafford right now is balling, and I wouldn't be surprised if he did win the MVP over Drake May. I honestly wouldn't be mad at that at all. But Caleb Williams made too many mistakes in this ball game, bro. He thinks every play is going to be a magical play. He kept on playing hero ball. And playing hero ball is not going to work in the end. It's going to bite you in the ass. I mean, it's not like him playing hero ball will end up working out in his favor later on in the game with only a few seconds left, all right? I mean, I'm sure Caleb Williams wouldn't pull something out of his ass that will literally be possibly the play of the year or do some video game shit. I mean, look at them. They tried going for it on third and goal. They got stopped. They got stopped on third and goal, and then they tried on fourth and goal. Rams played good defense, to get the ball back with 3 minutes left. I mean, no way Caleb Williams pulls another bullshit play out of his ass, right? I mean, I'm sure that wouldn't happen, right? Oh, wait, hold up. 30 seconds left. Third and 4. All right. Okay, Caleb Williams, he overthrows him. It's 4th and 4. Season's on the line. I mean, it's not like Williams is going to pull something out of his ass. Wait, hold on. He's going backwards. Wait, hold on. He's at the back. He's at the own 40. He's throwing the fuck it. Ain't no way this works. What the fuck? Honestly, my reaction to this live was fucking something. Me too, Stafford. Me too. The fuck just happened? No. Mans ran back to the 40. He was at the 40 and threw a fuck it, and somehow Cole Kmet was wide open. He just let him go. Why? Dude, this season's on the line. All you gotta do is play up to him and deflect the ball down. Then, all right, overtime. So Stafford, their defense gets a stop, and the moment Chicago got the ball back and they started gaining momentum, I'm like, yo, Chicago might do it. Chicago might possibly do it. QB Zesty might be getting the job done. You might not know. Oh, shit, he threw a pick. And that was it for the Bears season. Yeah, it was over after this. You don't give someone like Matthew Stafford a second chance, let alone the ball back in this predicament. I don't know who's to blame on this play, DJ Moore or Caleb Williams, because it looked like DJ Moore stopped running, but it also looked like Caleb Williams underthrew him. And the Rams drove all the way down the field, and the moment Stafford got the ball back, it was game over. Stafford was not going to fuck up again, bro. He was not going to give him the ball back. And with the game on the line, kick is up, kick is good. Chicago is going home in heartbreaking fashion, man. Chicago had one hell of a season. They will be back in this predicament, but you can't give someone like Stafford the ball back. You can't make that type of mistakes, Caleb. You can't. He kept on playing hero ball and it ended up backfiring. But on that interception, on that last pick, first two picks, understandable. The third one, it's like a toss-up to who to blame. It's like he underthrew DJ Moore, but at the same time, DJ Moore stopped running. It's really confusing. But in terms of championship weekend, y'all already know who I'm rocking with. I'm rocking with my Patriots. And honestly, Rams and Seattle is going to be cinema. But like I said, hopefully we overcome the backup QB predicament again. But neither here or there, to say the least. But this is cinema. Honestly, let me know what y'all thoughts are, who y'all thought was gonna have the best game of the entire playoffs. I mean, it was something, bro. It was something. And this video is most likely gonna be on my main channel. So yeah, like, comment, sub if you guys are new to the channel, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys for conference championship weekend. Check out the rest of the videos gonna be uploading throughout the week too. And this, that, and the third. Alright, see you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your day. I see y'all in Denver for the AFC championship game and championship weekend. I'm out. Peace.